lights out, away we go, and it's a clean start from everyone. Great job by everyone once again to get off the line cleanly. It's a good start from Jay. Good launch from Parker as he gets himself up even with Pierre as we head to turn number one. Oh, Pierpaolo gets spun by John and slammed head first into the guardrail on the front straightaway. Look out. And around goes John as well. He lost it mid-corner and goes 360ing off the track. Parker and Pierre side by side to turn two. Pierre goes way out wide. Parker makes the pass stick. And now it's him and Jay up front. Craig up into fourth. Followed up by Sherman in fifth. Down to turn four for the first time. On the brakes, it was a pretty crazy start. And Parker's already homing in on Jay as we rock around turn 6 and 7. Jay got through there a little bit better there. Here comes Pierre right back into it as well. He's right on the back of Parker, and he's going to have a good draft here. They're both going to have a good tow. Pierre gets the tow right there. Parker actually, I believe, just let him go, because he had a much bigger run and he didn't want to get stuck in an unnecessary spot. So nice pass from Pierre right there. Parker backing it down early, waiting for his chance. Oh, I think he missed a shift out of the corner. Did Parker, and he loses a bunch of time there. So now it's between the two best friends up front. So can Pierre outduel Jay for this win? He's going for it. He almost ran into the back of him there. Jay goes wide, and he spins, and Pierre rams right into him. Jay goes around. Can he get back going? Here comes Parker with the run. Craig also in tow as well. Now it's really on at the front. Pierre with the lead. Can he hang on to this? He's going to be defending like crazy, and Parker's got a massive run. Look into the inside now. Shamar up into fourth place. Great start from the rookie. He's got himself in contention in this as well. Parker backed out again. Craig's right there. Craig going to the inside. Can he get clear of Parker? Yes. And up into second place. Oh, just as I said that, he loses it and takes Parker off the track with him. And off goes Craig. He just got into second place and he overcorrected it. I don't think Parker's going to be too happy about that, but he managed to not spin right there. But that's going to completely cost him any chance he had of the 0X. So Pierre out in the lead, Parker in the hunt, and that puts Shamar onto the podium. Can he hang on to that with Jay back and forth now? Oh, dirt right there. I think Pierre's been off the track. He has. And Parker's going to take the lead for the first time in this race. Now can he pull away? So any chance that Pierre had a kind of a safe run through without much pressure is now gone. But he's got a good slipstream to try and get through. It just doesn't look like Parker's really going that fast down the back straight. That or the slipstream just means that much more as Pierre's off the track again. He nailed the curb. And Shamar closes in. Now we look back at Jay, and here comes Pierpaolo back into this too. He's not out of it. He was in the guardrail head first on the first straightaway of the race. And now he's looking for fourth spot as they close in on Shamar. Pierpaolo looking. Closing in. Not able, or he is going to make a look to the inside. Can he make the stick? No, had to back out of it. But he ran Jay wide. Or Jay had to go out a bit wide right there to give him room, and he dropped the wheel. Pierpaolo to the inside of him now this time. Not sure what happened there. He disappeared for a second. Now makes the pass stick. And up into, or maybe not. Here comes Jay right back at him. Oh, they almost touched right there. That was close. Pierpaolo with the fastest lap of the race. And up into fourth. Now he goes after Shamar. And he keeps kind of blipping in and out right there. So Parker with the lead, trying to pull away from Pierre. As Pierpaolo goes after Shamar for third place now. And Jay's not too far out of this either, even though Pierpaolo just got past him. Shamar out wide. Pierpaolo up the inside and gets clear. And now Jay looking to pass. Oh no, Jay loses it. Going through turn 7, he got too much over the curve and looped the car around. And an already not so good start has gone completely even worse for Jay. This is costing him points as well. He's lucky it's early on in the going. He's still got a chance to recover, but that's going to be a tall order for him now. Wow, Shamar really, he drove it in too hard. He saves it though. He really threw it into turn 12 hard there, going after Pierpaolo. Couldn't quite make it stick. Parker now sets a new fastest lap of the race. Pierre about 3 seconds slower. So Parker now beginning to do what he did in race 1 and pull away. And put this race to bed, but he's still kind of maybe got to worry about Pierpaolo as Jay is faded to 6th. After that spin. So now Pierpaolo begins to hone in on Pierre. All Pierre needs to do right now is just limit the mistakes. He's already made one, which cost him the lead. But if he can hang on to this right now, he'd be setting himself up for a very good points day. He got a 0x in the first race, so that actually gave him the most points out of anybody, I believe. Even with Parker taking the pole and the fastest lap, taking 2 bonus points there. This has definitely been a night that Pierre, as long as he keeps it where he is right now, should remember. But up front, Parker's driving away from him and setting his sights on the good goal right now in terms of the point standings. Pierre sets his new best lap of the race, but Pierpaolo is also in the draft pretty significantly now. He really closed in on him through turn 1 right there. He got through there very nicely as Pierre goes wide. Pierpaolo to the bumper. And again, he kind of keeps phasing in and out right there. Almost gets into the back of Pierre. My goodness, can't believe they didn't come together. As Craig, Jay, and Shamar all set their best lap. Shamar actually, his first clean lap. Unfortunately, I think he made a bit of a mistake there. He slowed it way down. Pierpaolo up the inside of Pierre for second and takes it away. Whoa, they both got loose. And Pierre drops the wheel almost down that entire short chute. Heading down to turn 6, or turn 5, I should say. Wow, he threw it. Oh, no, he got on the rear brakes and spun it, but he saves it. Great save from Pierre. That could have been a lot worse, but he may have just lost any chance he had at getting second as we just passed the halfway point. This is a great comeback for Pierpaolo after, on the start straight, being in the wall. None of his own doing. Oh, Jay's off and hard into the guardrail. Oh my goodness me, that was a hit to the front end. I think that was coming through the chicane. He lost it and completely speared off, and that is yet another rough one, and this is really going to start to affect him now in this race. He was already far back enough as it was. He had just gotten himself back up into 5th place, and now I don't think he's going to advance anymore at all. Parker with the lead. He's still slightly got to worry about Pierpaolo back there, although their lap times have been very even. Parker actually bested him that last lap around. It's a decent gap back to him, but any mistake from Parker will open the door wide open. And if things stay the same, I think this might be the first time it's ever happened. 3 drivers on the podium with their first name starting with the same letter. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Might be a history-making night after all, but that's if things stay the same. We still got we're a good 3/5 of the way through, but we still got time ticking down. As we go back to Pierre in 3rd place. And last time I checked as well, Craig and Jay weren't that far behind, although Jay is going to be way back now after that spin into the guardrail. Craig, on the other hand, was not too far out. And if the interval holds up, I think he's only a second back. Yes, there he is. He is closed in on the back of Pierre. So this is still up for grabs. Final spot on the podium. Looks like Pierre was able to stretch it out a little bit in that last half a lap there, and is slightly pulled away. But this is where that draft is going to pay dividends, although I'm not sure if Craig's close enough to really have it take a good effect. As he beat Pierre by over a second that last time around. There's Jay in the background. Just coming through turn 12 now. He's got to hope for some mistakes ahead of him as we close in now. 6 minutes to go in race 2. Pierre with a bit of a wider line through there. I think he's going to lose a bit to Craig. We'll see how we get through the infield. Craig's been noticeably a bit better through the first half a lap, but Pierre's been able to stretch it out a little bit in the second half. Oh, mistake from Pierre right there. I think he dropped the wheels in the dirt on the entrance to the corner. We saw Craig do that twice in race 1. For Pierre, his trouble spot's kind of in this corner right here through turn 6. It's how he lost the lead, and it's how he almost ran into the back of Pierpaolo earlier as well. Wow, you can see Craig really close the gap in right here. He's going to have a run now. And Pierre knows it. He's already weaving down the straightaway. I think that's just going to hurt himself, though. As you can see how much time he's losing just by doing that. That's really going to kill him. In fact, I think he's going to lose the position altogether just because of doing that. And there you go. Craig makes the pass, says thank you very much. I didn't even have to do anything. Oh, just as I say that! And he goes right into the guardrail. Oh my goodness, Craig, you've just been gifted the position, and he throws it away. And meanwhile, up front, Pierpaolo's taking the lead from Parker. What has gone on here? I think Parker made a huge mistake that last time around, and now Pierpaolo with the lead. Yes, Parker was last up is 9 seconds slower, so he made a massive mistake. Now it's on. And Pierpaolo keeps phasing in and out. This is going to be kind of a tough one for Parker to do here, because he's not really going to know where Pierpaolo's at if it continues on like this. At least from what we're seeing up here. Maybe it's different on Parker's screen. Wow, how things change in the span of a lap. And Pierpaolo's actually starting to pull away a little bit. Back up to turn 4. And there's a mistake. Oh, they both almost drove off the track right there. So now first time really that Parker's had a major challenge in this race, and Pierpaolo is starting to slightly get more ahead of him. This is where it's going to matter though once we hit the straightaway once again. But he might be far enough ahead to where he doesn't really need to worry about the draft. Parker is somewhat closing in, but he's not close enough to have the draft really make a lot of dividends. And the blipping in and out is not helping either. Oh, Pierpaolo got real loose through there. That's going to close the gap for sure. So now, how does the rest of this race play out? And how much pressure does Parker put on Pierpaolo? And even in the order that they are, they would still be a 3P podium, if you want to call it that. Parker's close enough this time. That draft is really going to come into effect. Although, as I say that, it doesn't really look like it's doing that much. He's getting closer, though. Bit of a different line through turn 1. Pierpaolo was a bit wider. 2 minutes to go as well. This could very well be the last lap of the race, depending how long they take here. Bit of a different line through this infield section. Pierpaolo wide. It didn't really look like it hurt him at all. This is where he's been somewhat better than Parker has. And he needs that as well, because if Parker gets right up close to him into this back straightaway, I don't think he's close enough. He's closer than he was last time, but he's just not close enough, I don't think. Final minute now. And the blipping is not going to help either. Parker closes in. Back into the chicane we come. This is where he outdid him last time. Pierpaolo gets through there maybe a bit better this time. Oh, Parker missed a shift. Getting out of the chicane, that might put this race to bed. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get back to him. And I'm not sure if this is the last lap either. It might very well be. This is going to be really close on time. And with the way Pierpaolo is moving around, it looks like it is the last lap. Yes, it is. Checkered flag in the air. His second start and his first win. Congratulations to Pierpaolo. He takes the checkered flag at Snetterton and takes his first win and takes this one away from Parker. And sets the fastest lap as well on the final lap as well. So great stuff from Pierpaolo after being in the guardrail and in last on the first straightaway. Pierre takes his second podium of the night, and it's a 3P to end out the podium.